I'll be back with Andrew Starr shortly.
You're listening to Darren Muller on Argyll FM, playing all the classic hits.
In the studio with me today, this is very special. We've actually got someone from Australia. He is an artist that you may not have heard of, but you will by the end of the show. He's called Andrew Starr, and he's from the band Starr Witness. Joining me in the studio live this afternoon on hopefully mic 2 is Andrew.
G'day, Darren. Can you hear me? Do you read me over?
Yeah, and hopefully all the lovely listeners across Argyll and far wide will be hearing you too. So we're going to have a little chat during the show, play a couple of your recent tracks.
Thank you.
From your new album.
Yep.
And have a little chat about your journey to Campbeltown, Argyll and Kintyre. So,
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah,
Thank
very
you.
good. So we'll get to that soon. Here's Simon Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Waters in place. So Andrew Starr is here of Starr Witness, a band from Australia. So it's Sydney you hail from.
That's correct, yeah. Sunny Sydney, and here we are in sunny Campbelltown. How good is this weather?
Well, it wasn't about a week ago.
So I heard.
You've come at the right time, because it has been dire for about 5 months. But anyway.
Oh, right.
And Kintyre in the sun, there's not much better. The beaches, the scenery. So your band, Starr Witness, we're going to play one of your tracks from the new album. So you've been to Abbey Road.
Look, it was amazing, and it was something that just came up with my friend and producer, Sean Carey. We were nearing the halfway point last year, and we wanted to get half the album done before we had a break. And I just suddenly said to him, he had the mastering process already set up in Sydney. And I just said to him, you know what we should do, Sean? He goes, what's that? I said, we should master this in London. We should go to Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Well, his jaw hit the floor, and I got a text from him that night saying that his girlfriend was already looking at flights. He was so into it, as am I, being a Beatles child from the 60s. Mm-hmm. And, we went to Abbey Road, about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
We spent 2 days with a beautiful guy named Frank Arkwright, who works, he's a mastering engineer at Abbey Road. And he mastered all 23 tracks in over 2 days, and brilliant results. We're really, really happy with the result, and we got a bit of a look around Abbey Road Studios, and even poked our head in Studio 2 where the Fabs used to record, as we know, all their records. So, yeah, we've had a great time.
Very good. And did you get a picture on the crossing?
Yes.
You did, yeah.
Yes, we did.
You have to do that.
Yeah, you have to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
I've never been, but that's something I would do. Just out of interest, have you seen the new film about Paul McCartney, Man on the Run?
Man on the Run. I haven't seen it.
Right.
I've seen some... you've seen it?
Very good, yeah. Twice, actually.
Oh, wow.
Went to the cinema, and then we got a poster as well of the free poster at the end of it for turning up.
Oh, wow.
It's quite good, because obviously living here, it's the area that he spent a lot of his post-Beatle life.
Of course.
With Linda, and you get to see quite a lot of the area on, film from back in the day.
Sure.
So it's well worth a watch. And have you're here on a sort of a pilgrimage, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am. And you hit the nail on the head there. Paul and Linda and Campbeltown, that's, it's pretty widely known in Australia that that's how things unfolded when the Beatles broke up. As many people know, Paul kind of retreated up here. He had the farm, and I gather he spent a couple of years here, like almost full time, raising the kids. And I've actually heard from a bunch of locals here already that a couple of them, their fathers played on the Mull of Kintyre in the pipe band, and it's just been great to see. And yeah, this chap yesterday, Steve, I should give him a shout out. He was chatting to me in the pub, and he said, have you been up to Paul's place? And I said, well, no. He said, I'll take you up there. So he took me up today.
Oh, right, good.
Yeah, not to the house though, but just up on the hill there, and showed me where it was. So I'm feeling very warm, and I've seen Linda's memorial here, which is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
And, I'd encourage Australians and any Beatles fans to come to Campbeltown, because it's spot on.
And you see why he came.
Oh.
You can see why he picked the spot.
It's very secluded, very private for him, and I gather from the people I've spoken to in town that the locals pretty much left him to his own devices, he and Linda, and would interact with them a little bit in the street and so on. And other than that, they, the whole Beatlemania thing was reversed.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a beautiful thing.
So, talking about your new double album. So, the name is?
Tip of the Iceberg.
Tip of the Iceberg. Now, I'm going to play the 909.
Oh, yes.
Which is a song which you say has got quite a lot of Beatle references in the...
Well, that's right, Darren. It's I was going online for kind of the first time maybe about 10 years ago on Facebook, and I happened across a couple of Beatles pages where fans would be talking about or posting a photo of John, for example, and saying, oh, that's the jacket he wore, straight after Paperback Writer was videoed. And then somebody would come back and say, no, he didn't get that jacket until 1967. That was, and the banter would go back and forth in a very loving way. And I thought, well, this is kind of interesting. And over a period of weeks and months, I've just read more and more and more of the interaction between Beatles fans on these pages. And I suddenly thought to myself, what is this actually, what is this about? And I deduced that, this is just my take on it, that these people are die-hard fans, as many of us are, myself included, and they kind of want to relive the whole Beatles story with them being part of it. And I thought this is quite amazing and unique. And so I ended up wanting to write a song for the fans, for me, but for the fans. And within the song I started writing it, I wanted to make it a little bit like 1961 Beatles.
Yeah, that
sort of sound. A little bit of Carl Perkins, who was a big influence on George and the band. And I just started with these Beatles references, like I want to get back to being all together now. That's how it started. And then I just rolled with all these references. But see how many you can pick, Darren.
Right, I'm going to try. Now, this is a different format. What we usually will play our tracks on. So I'm hoping this works seamlessly.
Yep.
So this is Starr Witness, and this is the 909.
Love it. There you go.
Yeah.
You might have
Eventually, it's now playing 909.
You might have to push it a little bit in volume.
That's it.
On your fader, maybe.
That's fun.
Cynthia and Johnny too. Ringo and Mo with Patty and George together now. Brian and Neil, Mal at the wheel. Maestro George conducting the spiel. I wanna get back to being all together now. The driver's insane down Penny Lane.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Brilliant. Love it. So that's 909, or the 909.
The 909, because of course the Beatles had their song One After 909, so it's got that train reference.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I think,
thank you.
It's new. I can't compare it to anything, which is good.
Great.
That's a good thing.
That's a good start.
So I really love that sound, and I'm sure the listeners will too. So we're going to have a little break, and I'll be back with Andrew Starr shortly.
You're listening to Darren Muller on Argyll FM, playing all the classic hits.
Right, live in the studio, as you've heard, if you've just joined the show, we've got Adam Starr from the band Starr Witness, all the way from Aussie.
Andrew.
What did I say?
Adam.
Did I?
Yeah, I can be Adam, but I'm Andrew.
Oh dear.
And Darren, I should
downhill.
tell you, this might make it easier for you. I'm very proud to say that my date of birth is St Andrew's Day.
Well, there you go.
30th of November. My grandfather was from Dundee, so I feel very at home here in Scotland.
Okay, Adam.
Thanks, Dave.
I've got a cousin called Adam, so that's what it is.
Okay.
I slip into Adam. Right, we are going to play another song from your new double album, so Starr Witness, and it's called Chaos, Alibis and Lullabies.
That's it.
We got any more Beatles references?
Not in these songs, no.
Well,
No.
we're going to have a listen on Argyll FM this afternoon. Chaos and Alibis. Here we go. That's it. Oh, I listened to this. I started listening to this yesterday. But it was about 11 o'clock at night. At which time I think I'd just finished my dinner. So it was a bit late. So we just heard Chaos and Alibis and Lullabies.
That's it.
Back to back. Very good. As I say, I can't compare it to anything because it's so different. It's quite a unique sound. So
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank
you've done
you.
very well.
Thank you.
To not sound like anything else.
Oh, Darren, that's a compliment. Thanks.
So really enjoyed that and enjoyed having it in the studio. It's nice to have someone to look at because normally most of the interviews, and there's been quite a few recently actually, but they've all been through phone lines, so you don't actually see anyone.
Of course.
So it was actually nice watching you listening to your music as well.
Oh, okay.
You zoned out. I watched you zone out.
Oh, thank you.
So that's shows how much it means to you.
Oh, it does. And thank you for playing it. And I hope people who are listening are enjoying it.
I'm sure they will. I'll
Yeah.
wait to get some feedback.
Yeah.
I noticed no one's phoned in, so they're obviously listening quite avidly.
Okay.
And don't want any of their songs played, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
So I want you to send some stuff in and we'll get it loaded on the system and then we can play
Okay.
a little bit more.
Yeah, lovely.
So enjoyed what we've heard. We've had 3 tracks today. First one was the 909.
Yep.
And we've had Chaos and then
Alibis and Lullabies.
Alibis and
Yeah.
Lullabies.
Yeah.
So very good. Right, so we've had a great chat. It's been lovely to see you in the studio. I'm glad
Thanks, Darren.
we met.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
It was through a mutual acquaintance that I
Absolutely.
heard about you being here. So it's nice of you to come and see us in this area and visit the studio. It's nice to have someone in with me, almost like a co-host today, I felt.
Well, it was terrific, and I think I mentioned to you I did some radio Beatles show and breakfast shows back in Australia. That's sort of behind me now, but I, like you, love the radio, and so thank you for inviting me in.
I'd like to see you again one day.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to tell the listeners how they can listen to your music.
Thank you, Darren. Well, Starr Witness is the name you've heard a couple of times, but it's STARR, so think Ringo. starwitness.com. That will take you to the current album and you can stream that quite easily there. Or you can go onto Spotify. We're on Spotify with some tracks that I recorded in my studio. So you can have a listen there on Spotify, Starr Witness.
Right. And hopefully we'll get some maybe hard copies of CDs or something that we
Sure.
can keep in the system
I'd be very proud.
forever. So we'll definitely play more in the future. Keep in touch.
Thanks, Darren.
And it's been a pleasure having you on Argyll FM this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And as a little, a goodbye, I'm going to play some Tina Arena. We did speak about Tina Arena. And one of my favourite songs of hers, Sorrento Moon.
Oh, yes. This is magic.
Yes, I'll leave you with that. Trevux will be here in about 8 minutes. I'm a bit late today. For Folk at 5, your daily dose of folk music on Argyll FM. I'll be back tomorrow from 4 for a regular show. And have a great evening in the sunshine. Bye for now.
Bye.